My name is Glen. I was born and raised in Salem, Oregon. Used substances since I was 13 years old. I'm a 5-time felon, so I've been in and out of prison. I did 8 years in prison, 6 of it in isolation. I was on Marion County probation, I think, all my life, pretty much, since I was like 17, pretty much. And I've been clean now for, well, clean and out of prison. So my out of prison date is 12/11/14, and my sober date is 12/14/14. So, when I got out of prison, I didn't want to go back. Yet alone, it was starting to feel comfortable, which was scary. So I asked my probation officer. I was like, "Hey, I need help. I've never asked for help." I always ran from him. I told him I would sleep for 5 days, and I'd be in. And that's when I got introduced to Soar. And Soar was life-changing, but I didn't know nothing about it. And so when I got there to talk with him, he told me about the program. Got on a Whitlock at the time. It's now on a Jefferson, but got her on the phone. She explained the program. I was at the jail probation office, and the other probation office was all the way at the end of Lancaster. And he's like, "Okay, well, can you go down there and meet her in person and get signed up?" And I was like, "Are you not going to give me a ride?" I don't know if I'd make it. At that point in my life, I didn't know if I'd make it down Lancaster and still have the same attitude. So he gave me a ride. And I think that right there was really the mental change of us against them attitude that I had against law enforcement and probation, and knew that I could start to use my probation officer in the system as a resource. So I joined the program. I was houseless. I didn't have a place to stay. They were able to help fund Oxford, so I got into Oxford, did the program. I was already enrolled in Chemeketa Community College as I came out of prison. I just didn't know what I wanted to do with life. I knew it was going to help me get stabilized, get some money coming in, get some education. It was pretty life-changing that it was on the Soar program, Students' Opportunity for Achieving Results, was on the Chemeketa campus, and I was already enrolled. I'm like, oh, this has to be a fit, right? I figured since I put my all into staying high, because I used meth for 21 years, that I could put my all into this. I got the Oxford house as close as I could to the college, the closest one I could find, so I'd walk there every day. During the program, things started to shift as I started to really dig into myself. I was like, I think I want to give back, and I want to really be involved. Bridgeway Recovery Services was part of Soar, Marion County, Bridgeway, and Chemeketa. I joined the Human Services program. I completed Soar, and then I ended up doing my internship at Bridgeway. So I became a certified recovery mentor. And then I started working on my certified alcohol and drug counseling degree. I kept my grades up high enough to go into advanced standing for my master's in social work, and I just received that in June. And now I'm a continued learner. I found that's, as I was searching for who I am, I discovered I like to learn. People that are coming out of prison and systems trauma, that like Soar, and that partnership they had was like we can do re-entry programs, and you're in a building, and I think that just adds more systems trauma. But as they reached into the prisons, Soar and Bridgeway and Chemeketa, that partnership, reached into prisons or people coming right out, and you're going to a campus, and you're involved with society on another level, right? I think programs like that are extremely important. I wouldn't be where I'm at if people didn't care. So the more people we have that care, whether that's donating or involved in system change or whatever little bit they can do to be involved, the more opportunity it gives for somebody like me, who's a 5-time felon, to be actually giving back to the community, to be wrapping around people and saying, hey, there's light. Hey, there's a way. We don't have to stay the same.